Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest, the Haunted One with Willow. And beautiful Amor in the background checking to see if the pups were coming out of the den or not. He is such a diligent and wonderful mate. Oh. So last time we did have the pups, but we didn't name them. However, with some help from the wheel picker, I was able to name the pups. Let's go ahead and take a look at our babies. All right, pups, come out. And then we will roll to see which Willow is in control and what is today's difficulty. Goodness, this is becoming chaotic. All right, so first we have little Fang. Fang is our only female, and this name came up in the wheel picker. However, I actually have a really cool thought for her. So Kiba in Japanese actually means Fang. So perhaps Willow ended up naming this little pup Fang after her grandmother, having learned more from Teo when he warmed back up to his family after learning that they didn't really abandon him, but it was simply an accident. And so this is kind of Willow's way of honoring her grandmother. Then we have little Barrow. Barrow is so cute, and that was also one of the names from the wheel pickers. Guys, I'm so sorry. You know what name suggestions you gave, but I can't remember who gave what suggestion, but you know who you are. Thank you for leaving the suggestions as they did go into the wheel. Oh, NSYNC sleeping over here. Then we have little Moon. And Moon was given this name due to his beautiful coat. He absolutely looks like the moon, except I do think that he's going to end up looking just like his dad, as you can see. His dad looking beautiful with his gray and black in the distance. And then we have Kylo, our little dark pelted baby, who kind of seems to just do his own thing and relax, basking in the rain. Is it raining right now? And that is all the babies! Except I think I'm missing one. I am missing one! Oh no, we have a lazy pup, y'all. We got a lazy baby. And that is Ambrose. Ambrose, get your butt out here. Come on. Come on. And there is little Ambrose, who decided to stay in the den. He was like, nah, Mom, it's too cold and wet out here. No thanks. He is definitely already showing off his personality for us. But now we must roll to see who is in control today and what difficulty we're going to be playing on. So Willow is going to put them back in the den, even though we don't really know who's in control yet. We could just say that our alive Willow is in control right now, and when we roll, we'll see if she remains in control or loses it to the dead Willow. And so I rolled a 4. Now, even numbers mean a live Willow is in control, whereas odd numbers mean that dead Willow is in control. So we will have a live Willow today. But that does also mean that she will not sleep at the den. So hopefully Amor will just stay with the pups. It already looks like that's something he wants to do. I also rolled a 4 for the difficulties. So we have been getting an easy playthrough so far with Willow. But now things are going to get a little hard. So since the pups are in the den with her mate, she is going to see if she can't find some food for them. She doesn't really know if and when dead Willow will come back into control, and so she needs to make sure that while she has control over her own body, that there's plenty of food for them to eat, even dead Willow. She has to take care of her own body no matter who's in control, and she knows this logically. Amor has already told her that, oh wow, this was really convenient. Okay. Oh, Amor's gonna help. Well, let's do this then. But as I was saying, Amor has already told her that dead Willow has been in control, and he has experienced it and knows how to deal with it and has given some comfort to a live Willow. So she's feeling a little bit better. Whoa! Hello there. Lies! Lies! How dare you lie to me, Elk? Would Willow just continue? I think she would. I think she would just keep going. This is what is in her sights right now, and she's gonna take this elk down. Oof, it looks like we got a small injury to our jaw. Of course it's the jaw, which is literally the worst injury you can get in the game right now. Oh, there we go. That has to feel good. Even though this elk wasn't weak, Willow didn't back down. She's showing that she is capable. Even if she doesn't always have control over her own body, she is still a strong wolf. And perhaps taking an elk down that's this strong and this healthy gave her some comfort and made her feel like she can do this regardless of her own ailments of being possessed and haunted by her cousin. And we're back at the den. And Moon is the first out to greet us. Hello, sweet child. They aren't really that hungry, but Willow will top them off. She knows that she's growing tired and she's gonna have to leave them here with Amor. Amor has already been told of why Willow is choosing not to stay and sleep at the den, and he completely understands. But there's some sadness that Willow feels. She feels like she's missing out on these pups and their growth in some ways because she can't keep control of her own body. And as a mother of her own children, that is so hard on her. Knowing that she's missing these things because she can't see those things happening, these pups growing when the dead Willow is in control. She's afraid of what the dead Willow might do or say to them, and she fights so hard for that control, but she knows there's only so much she can do. So she'll leave the pups. Hopefully Amor will stay. No. Amor is so worried about Willow. It is honestly sweet. He reminds me in some ways of Sundance, which makes me miss her all the more. And she'll go find a place to sleep. Amor! Buddy, come on. Go home. So Willow's come back to the carcass thinking if she sleeps nearby, she can provide her pups with food in the morning, but there are dogs here. Not coyotes, fortunately, but dogs. I do think it is really neat how the devs had added dogs into the game of Lost River because it's so fitting because humans left and they may not have taken their pets with them, or maybe they left their pets out so they could at least try and live in the wild and they succeeded. However, I have to say there's no way there would be purebred dogs out here after such a long time of the city actually being evacuated. It's more likely that they would be a lot of mutts, because they would have bred with each other. Perhaps sleeping at the carcass was not a good idea. Is it just me, or are the dogs more stubborn than the coyotes? Oh, hi, Bear. Hi, Bear. Maybe not. Well, Willow can only fight off so much. Even she realizes this is no longer a safe or a good idea. She will tuck herself behind this rock in hopes that that is enough to shield her from the bear's wrath and just let him enjoy his meal. After all, bears are opportunistic eaters. They don't usually attack. So if she just lets him eat, then she should be in peace. Now, because Willow slept, I did roll the percentile dice, but fortunately I only rolled 38%, so a live Willow is still very much in control of her own body right now. Dead Willow did not even really fight for control. I think that after all the excursions with Amor and feeling the unexpected pain that she did, perhaps she isn't forcing herself forward as much right now. But that doesn't mean she won't in the future. Eventually, her spirit will have a need and a desire to feel alive once again. And back once again. Willow's gonna hopefully call the pups over, although they seem very enthralled in whatever Amor is doing and telling them. A part of this does sadden her, wondering if her being away is gonna affect how the pups feel about her. But she's hoping that the food will give them a small sense of security and they'll find safety with her knowing that she is the provider of the food. Well, the pups didn't seem very hungry at all, so it looks like Amor had already fed them before Willow got here. But now, she's worried about territory. What if dead Willow doesn't know how to take care of territory? What if she doesn't want to? What if she doesn't listen to Amor? All these things are ringing around in Willow's head as she's in control. And so now she's going to go and take territory because it's all she can do to feel like she's doing something for her pups. She just hopes that one day they see that, and not that she was absent all the time, but see that she was working to protect them all the time. Willow has found a new spot that she wants to sleep, seeing the sun rise over the mountain peak. She's taken a few hexes and she's feeling good, but the feeling of missing her family is really strong right now. But she still can't bring herself to trust sleeping at the den, knowing that dead Willow could potentially take over while she's dreaming. And so in her mind, this is the safest course of action, to sleep away from the children she loves, from the mate she loves, from a life that she wants to build and have. She thinks with all her heart this is the right thing, even if it hurts. Look what Willow found! Oh my gosh, pyrite? All that glitters. Look at this! Oh my goodness! Gosh, that is so well done. I wonder if she'll bring that back. I mean, she's going back to the den anyway. She might as well. Oh, this is what I wanted for our story and exploration of Lost River, was to be able to play, tell a story, and discover the wonderful things in this map. I mean, even though it's big and it does cause a lot of issues with my FPS, you can tell the devs put a lot of love and effort, and I say this all the time, but I think it's just because it's true. You can see the love that they put in this game. And even with every single little item, like look at this. That is just so well done. So well done. Good job, devs. You deserve so much love. And we're back with Ambrose way too far from the den, but everybody else was just hanging out. Hello, pups. Mom bought a present. Brought a present? I don't know why I said bought. Ambrose, come here. You need food too. My goodness, these pups. They're already growing so fast. Let's do a weight check. So Fang, is Fang our biggest? What is with us having like really large females? I think that's amazing. We got some big girls. But Barrow is actually the largest at 7.2 pounds. Fang is 7.1, Ambrose is 6.2, Moon is 6.6, and Kylo is 6 pounds. I don't think we actually have a runt, even though Kylo is kind of small compared to the others. I don't think he's a runt. I could be wrong, though. We'll definitely find out towards the end. But that isn't for a while now. We have a long story to go. Kylo? Kylo has the pyrite! Look at this boy! Oh yes, use that for teething. I think that's perfect. Just don't break a tooth, little one. So Kylo likes shiny things and is definitely teething at this point. Oh my goodness. I think Willow is feeling some relief seeing her pups come up to her and approach her. She's definitely still getting love from them, and it looks like her absence isn't affecting too much. Oh goodness. I think she needed this. She needed to see this love from her pups, to know that even if she does have to be absent and she can't stay close to the den at night or when she sleeps or even just with napping, that they still love her. And Amor is also encouraging some love, and she's gonna give some to him. This family is so beautiful, y'all. Like, genuinely, I'm just seeing so many heartfelt actions between Amor and all these pups. But they are still a little low on food, and Willow can't regurgitate anymore, and Amor is probably hungry. Oh yes. And so she's going to have a little dinner date out with her love before coming back to the den and playing with the children she loves so much. Well, it looks as though we have some company. No. How about no? Ah! Oh, wow, they do a lot of damage. That's a fox. Why am I fighting the fox? Oh, wow, these dogs are persistent. These are much harder than coyotes. Coyotes usually just run. This is almost like fighting wolves. 60 damage from a German Shepherd? Are you serious? Whoa! Is it just me or are the dogs just a little OP? Okay, at least they run away pretty quickly. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Is there any food left at least? Okay, a little bit. Well, there wasn't much left on that carcass, but Amor did get quite a bit. And so Willow is gonna tell him, since you ate the most, go ahead and head back to the den and we'll sleep for the afternoon. Another afternoon without her pups, but she knows that they're being fed well. They're being loved as often as they can. And so she'll just have to find a comfortable spot where maybe she'll take a moment to talk to Eartha. I don't think her faith is as strong as Teo and Sundance's per se. She still isn't really sure what she believes. But it can't hurt, and that is her thought process. Why not? It's the middle of the night, and Willow must get to work. Pups need feeding, territory, and she needs to make sure that she is giving them as much as they need, even if it has to be from far away. Do I hear food? Oh, I see. I do indeed hear food. And Willow's gonna ponder this for a moment. She took a small moment to pray to Eartha, even though she's not entirely sure if she believes in Eartha. Even after hearing all of Teo and Sundance's stories, she doesn't know. But she did take a moment, and suddenly an elk herd is but a few feet away from where she was napping. That doesn't go unnoticed, but she's not sure still. Oh, thank goodness. I actually forgot to roll when she slept to see if it was the dead Willow. I did roll just in case, and I only got a 14%. So dead Willow is not even fighting Willow right now. I guess she's still taking a break, and so Willow was still in control, obviously, as she has now taken down an elk that was very low. It didn't take much. And so again, she looks to the sky and ponders for a moment. Is Eartha really listening? And if so, was this a gift from her? But then why would Eartha allow for a spirit who's supposed to be with her to plague Willow in this way? And that's why she struggles with her belief. It just doesn't seem like Teo's teachings, but at the same time, this was an odd coincidence. And again, we're back at the pups who are hungry, especially little Kylo. Amor is welcoming Willow, happy to see her. The pups certainly are too, with how hungry they've been. She's gonna take a moment to play. Today has been successful as far as everything has gone playthrough-wise, and so because of that, Willow is feeling confident. She hasn't had to fight for control as much, and maybe she's wondering if dead Willow's taking a break. She hopes this lasts. Oh, little Fang is so tired. I think in some ways, Willow might be wondering if she's been worrying too much for no reason. Maybe all of this was meant to be. But that fear still tingles right at the back of her head. But what if I'm not in control and the spirit doesn't protect my family? And that fear will always turn her away. It's kind of a sad thought. But her family still loves her. Even though she isn't perfect. Even though she has a lot tugging at her with having a spirit inside of her. They don't seem to care or mind, and the pups probably don't understand, but Amor isn't driven away by it. In fact, it seems as though he feels more dedicated to her because of it. Oh, whoa, 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 no, 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 no. Pups, pups, go, go. No, no, no. Ah! Oh my gosh, Amor, do it. Eee. Oh my gosh, Amor saved the day. No. No, don't you dare. Amor, go! Okay, wait, I'm gonna grab Barrow. Oh my goodness. And with a cruel twist of fate, even though no pups were lost, thank goodness, all that fear becomes a reality. How could her dead cousin protect her pups if something like that were to happen? And the fear all crashes back down. And so she's off again, knowing that she'll need to sleep away from the den, in hopes that if she is possessed, maybe dead Willow will wander around and not mess with her pups, and that Amor can just take care of them in her absence. But now she just feels like a danger to them. And that brings us to the end of our episode. It ends on a bit of a solemn note, but sometimes that's how it happens. We can only hope that Willow comes through this with the help of her family, and maybe even dead Willow will learn enough to keep her family safe in some ways. But we'll have to wait and find out next time on The Haunted One next week. If you liked this video, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell so you are notified of when I post WolfQuest videos. Also, feel free to join Discord or follow me on Twitch, as we do have a blasty blast in both of those platforms, and I would love to see you there. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time, next week, in fact, for more of The Haunted One. Bye!